What's up, everyone? Welcome back to JB Breaks Free. I hope you're having a great day, blessed day. It's back to work for me today, and it was a long weekend of kind of pondering my future. One of the last videos I put up was that I'm losing my job, and it seems that hammer could drop at any time. And I always thought I knew the hammer would drop, but I didn't realize it would be coming this soon and under these circumstances where that basically we can't staff the restaurant. And it's just a tough situation to be in. And I know how many restaurants have closed and, all over the country, in New York City and in the town that I live in, several have closed, and that's actually kind of helped us because there's nowhere else for people to go. There's a few other places, but it limited the spots. And I'm trying to become at peace with that decision. I've always wanted to break free from the rat race and even this job, where at least I wanted to be financially independent enough to do it on my own terms. And that happening tomorrow versus a year or two from now is obviously a different story. I'd have less of a cushion, less of FU money. And if you don't know what FU money is, it's a great term that I think was made popular by, he wrote The Simple Path to Wealth. I'm majorly blanking on the guy's name right now. But it's basically where, and it's one of my favorite books, I would recommend it. It's basically where if somebody and your employee tells you what to do, you have power. You can say no, you can walk away. And I've always kind of wanted to have that level of preparedness, that level of anti-fragility. And then it's like, how do you go to work knowing that hammer either A, could drop, or B, is going to drop? And I think there's a certain level of professionalism that I guess you show up and do your job. One of the things my boss said was don't run out and get another job. And I'm not gonna. And I think it's a little bit different for me for the situation that I'm in and that I put myself in. Like I mentioned before, I've been preparing financially at least for 3 or 4 years. I wish I was doing this in my 20s. If you're young and you're watching this, God bless. And if you're a bit older, there's still time, and teach the young ones. But I would have liked some more FU money. But then I think about, okay, I'm at peace. If it closed tomorrow, I think I could make a living doing gig economy work and flipping items and just doing all sorts of weird stuff. And it's like, I never thought I would be doing that sort of thing. I think about the John Lennon quote a lot, which is going to be the title of this video. What do you want to do when you grow up? His teacher asked him that, and he said, be happy. And his teacher said, you don't understand the question. And I think John Lennon said, no, you don't understand life. And that's a cool quote. And whether or not that's true or not, you know how the internet is sometimes. But I see that quote a lot by John Lennon, who is one of my favorites, the Beatles, of course. And I want to be happy. And I wish I figured that out sooner. I remember I wanted like a big house. And in that house, I wanted to fill it with stuff. And how much my goals have changed and my outlook on life has changed just even in the past 4 years. So much. Why would I get a hair in my mouth on video? So much of my outlook has changed, and I've become more peaceful. I'm not totally at peace, whoever is, but I'm able to adapt and kind of chill. And everyone at work is kind of like, Jay, you seem cool, under pressure. And I always tried to be like that, never let them see a sweat. I internalize a lot, and I don't let it out, I suppose. But what do you want to be in life? Happy. It's like I never thought I'd be a waiter. I never thought I'd be delivering groceries. I never thought I would not collect stuff. I never thought I'd flip everything that I could for a profit. And I never thought that I wouldn't want a lot of stuff. I never thought I'd be completely debt free. As probably one of the last people, and I hate to say in my high school class, I wish I knew then what I knew now. But I find myself in at least a decent situation to face the trials that lie ahead. And if my job doesn't close this week, if it doesn't close in the next 3 months, the hammer is hanging, because I don't know if we're ever going to have enough staff. We might end up closing weeks at a time. And I'm out there this morning Instacarting. I made like $60 in 3 hours, 2.5 hours. And I think I could do that. I'm at peace with that. And I see it would be for less money that I'm making now, though. And I ponder the quote. I think Gary Vaynerchuk talked about it, like, yeah, not everyone's like him, who is going to go for 18 hours a day and just completely put everything on the back burner and try to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. That's great. But he was like, if you want to make 40 to 60,000, and I know a lot of us are making less than that, and I've made less than that before, and there's no guarantee if my job goes away that I'll be making that much. But he's like, if you're in that range, he's saying, enough to live comfortably, and you're happy, if you want to, be with your kids and coach soccer and, have some extra time, that's great. Not everyone, life has kind of programmed me to, okay, I had a great year waiting tables. I made the most I ever made. Okay. And I made 10,000 flipping items, and I made 10,000 from Instacart, and, a couple other odd jobs here and there. And if I were to take away 2 of those things, I'm like, I'm taking a big step back. But happiness, I think, is key. And what do I want to be when I grow up? What do I want to be in the next year or 2? And what do I want to be 10 years from now? I want to be happy. And I think about that a lot. And I think that's what I'm going to try to do as most as I can. I think pain and unhappiness is a lot about distractions and distracting you from life, whether it's Netflix, porn, cigs, alcohol, digging that hole, distracting you from reality. Courage is clarity. And I see a lot of people, whether they're drinking, smoking, too much escapism from video games or porn or even movies, or sitting at the bar getting drunk every day. They're hiding from pain. They're hiding from life. And I think if we can work on that, eliminate the pain, find more joy, find more gratitude for each day. And that's what I'm going to try to do. So I'm going to take every day, day by day, and try to be happy, try to face this challenge in a mature, professional way, and live my life the best I can. Today, I Instacarted. I'm going to have a healthy lunch. I'm going to try to get some cardio in to relax before work tonight. My boss sent us a text today. Our homework before lunch today was to write 10 items that we could take off the menu. He sent that to like 4 people. I don't know if he's trying to shrink the menus to where it's feasible for 2 guys to cook. And I don't know what's going to happen if one of those guys needs a day off. But for now, I'm going to work, and I'm doing something that I enjoy. I don't enjoy everything that really goes around it, but when the bell rings at 5 o'clock and it's time for service, I like interacting with people and serving. And that's what I'm going to do for further notice. So I hope you all are having a great day. I wish you all happiness. I wish you well on your path. I love this community that we're building here. And break free, everyone. We can do it.